Hello everyone, it's Miss Christina from the Watertown Family Center, and I'm excited because I'm going to read 2 stories to you today. I was sick last week, so I didn't get a chance to read a book, so today I'm going to make up for it by reading you 2 stories. The one story is going to be about someone who is afraid of the dark, and the other story is about animals who are active at night. They are called nocturnal animals. Can you say that word? It's a big word. Nocturnal. That means they are awake at nighttime when we're asleep. We sleep during the night and we're awake during the day. But the animals in this story are awake during the nighttime. It's called Wake Up Night. And it actually glows in the dark. You won't be able to see that on this story though while I'm reading it now, because I'm not reading it to you in the dark. It's too light out. But there are also flaps that we can lift up. It's a pretty cool book. Wake Up Night. Wake up, owl. Here he is. Ooh, ooh. There he is. He's ready to wake up. Wake up, raccoon. Look at his big fluffy tail. There he is. He's starting to wake up. Wake up, bat. Say hello to the moon. Here he is. Here he is. Oh, isn't he cute? They like to sleep upside down. Wake up, cricket. You ever heard the crickets chirping at nighttime? Maybe by a pond or a lake. They rub their wings together or their legs against their wings. And it makes that noise. Wake up, firefly. Look where the firefly is. Ooh, he's glowing. Wake up, moth. There's a star-filled sky. Here's the moth. Moths always like to sleep in safe places, so they find places behind flowers, behind leaves, under things, places where it's dark. Wake up, porcupine. Here's Porcupine. Oh, he's cute. Don't want to bother him though, because he'll poke you. Wake up, mouse. Here's Mouse, sleeping in her little nest. It's nighttime, Mole. Come out of your house. Moles like to dig under the ground. Their eyes are not very good. The stars are out. The moon is bright. Wake up, creatures of the night. It's your time to fly or walk or leap. You can see their shadows in the dark. But it's my time to go to sleep. Good night. Here's all the nocturnal animals. You say that word one more time? Nocturnal. Good job. Means active at night. Now we're going to read a story about someone who is afraid of the dark. And his name is Franklin. I'm sure some of you have heard of Franklin the Turtle. I think there's a lot of other books out about him. There's also a TV show about him. There's a lot of things. So let's read Franklin in the Dark by Paulette Bourgeois and Brenda Clark. Franklin could slide down a riverbank all by himself. He could count forwards and backwards. He could even zip zippers and button buttons. But Franklin was afraid of small, dark places. And that was a problem because Franklin was a turtle. He was afraid of crawling into his small, dark shell. And so Franklin the turtle dragged his shell behind him. You see that? Every night, Franklin's mother would take a flashlight and shine it into his shell. See, she would say, there's nothing to be afraid of. She always said that. She wasn't afraid of anything. But Franklin was sure that creepy things, slippery things, and monsters lived inside his small, dark shell. What do you guys think? Do you think creatures and scary things live inside there? No. So Franklin went looking for help. he walked until he met a duck. "Excuse me, duck. I'm afraid of small, dark places, and I can't crawl inside my shell. Can you help me?" Maybe," quacked the duck. You see, I'm afraid of very deep water. Sometimes, when nobody is watching, I wear my water wings. Would my water wings help you?" "No," said Franklin. "I'm not afraid of the water." So Franklin walked and walked until he met a lion. "Excuse me, lion. I'm afraid of small dark places, and I can't crawl inside my shell. Can you help me?"
Maybe," roared the lion. "You see, I'm afraid of great loud noises. Sometimes, when nobody is looking, I wear my earmuffs. Would my earmuffs help you?"
"No," said Franklin. "I'm not afraid of great loud noises." So Franklin walked and walked and walked until he met a bird. "Excuse me, bird. I'm afraid of small dark places and I can't crawl inside my shell. Can you help me?"
"Maybe," chirped the bird. "I'm afraid of flying so high that I get dizzy and fall to the ground. Sometimes when nobody's looking, I pull my parachute. Would my parachute help you?"
"No," said Franklin. "I'm not afraid of flying high and getting dizzy." So Franklin walked and walked and walked and walked until he met a polar bear. He had to walk very far away for that. "Excuse me, polar bear. I'm afraid of small dark places and I can't crawl inside my shell. Can you help me?"
Maybe," growled the bear. "You see, I'm afraid of freezing on icy cold nights. Sometimes when nobody's looking, I wear my snowsuit to bed. Would my snowsuit help you?"
"No," said Franklin. "I'm not afraid of freezing on icy cold nights." Franklin was tired and hungry. He walked and walked and walked until he met his mother. "Oh, Franklin, I was so afraid you were lost." "You were afraid? I didn't know mothers were ever afraid," said Franklin. "Well, did you find some help?" she asked. "No, I met a duck who was afraid of deep water." She said. "Then I met a lion who was afraid of great loud noises." She said. "And then I met a bird who was afraid of falling and a polar bear who was afraid of freezing." "Oh," she said. "They were all afraid of something." Said Franklin. It was getting late. Franklin was very tired and very hungry. They walked and walked until they were home. Franklin's mother gave him a cold supper and a warm hug. And then she sent him off to bed. "Good night, dear," she said. Well, Franklin knew what he had to do. He crawled right inside his small, dark shell. He was sure he saw creepy things, slippery things, and a monster. But he said a brave good night. And then, when nobody was looking, Franklin the turtle turned on his nightlight. So he found something to help him not be afraid. He found a nightlight. Do you guys ever sleep with a nightlight in your room? It helps lighten it up a little bit, right? But we don't need to be afraid of the dark. There's nothing scary in the dark. Thank you so much for listening and learning about nocturnal animals and learning that it's okay to be afraid of things, but you need to find ways to get over that fear and be brave like Franklin did. Remember? He was so brave at the end, he went in his shell even though he was scared of it. But he did have his little nightlight to help him. Have a great week, everybody.